Genesis 3 verse 11. Then he asked, "Who told you that you were naked?" But it's not really the point I want to make today. The point I want to make today is there's some kind of a movement going on that everybody should be naked doing a video. So I'm trying to support those people because I think clothing is a bit ridiculous. I mean, it's nice to keep you warm, and I'll put some on right after I'm done this video because it's not very warm in here because the springtime refuses to come, and it has something to do with Americans. People said it was the Russians, but I think it's Americans. No, seriously. Let's talk a little bit about seriousness. Okay, Planet X. Let's get serious about that. Let's not get paranoid. Paranoia is a thing, terror is a thing that they're always trying to sell us to keep us in a panic. It's called law and chaos. They do not want you to stop to think. So whatever the next event is that they bring on, I mean, the Planet X was supposed to be here in 2003, now they've postponed it to 2012. And there may be evidence that there is a brown star. We should look for it. I mean, there's a lot of shit out there. And we can get hit. We have been hit. We always get hit. So maybe it would make a lot more sense to start thinking about what is coming at us instead of hitting ourselves, because really we got enough shit to deal with without killing ourselves. But one of the things I wanted to point out before I left the 9/11 bullshit is the very simple point that struck me the most about the whole thing, and that was the bombing, the blanket bombing of Baghdad, one of the oldest cities on the planet. Now, you gotta wonder, is there any sense at all in the American military? And the answer has to be no. There cannot be any sense in the American military if they go to one of the oldest standing cities, one of the most real grips into the past, a real piece of history, and they blanket bomb it. Now that, I mean, the crime of killing 1 million people, that's serious as well. But the crime of wiping out history so that they can sell their lie, man, that is myopic and that is sick. And that simply will not be forgiven. Although I'm not Jesus, of course. Actually, I was thinking about it yesterday. I mean, I'm quite convinced that anybody can be Jesus. But if I look at my life, then I start wondering, well, am I going to lose my head? And if you don't know the story about the man crying in the wilderness, I think it's pretty funny. Alright, what character do you want to be? Choose it. I mean, actually, we're all characters, but try to keep away from the character of Moses. He really sucks. And let's see if we can get characters back into life that are fighting for the right to think, to know, to go into our history, to go into space, to make science a beautiful thing, the gay science, like Nietzsche said. And let's stop pointing ugly fingers at everything. I mean, there's things in religion to learn, obviously, because it's a written language. But there's much, much more to learn that we haven't learned yet. And we cannot cut down the tree of knowledge. It is the only thing that might keep us alive. And if Planet X is real, it may be. I mean, it could be a twin binary sun thing. There's a very good chance it goes on by us and it doesn't kill us. Because from what I heard, it goes by every 36,000 years. So we're still not dead yet. There's been lots of catastrophes. You can ask the dinosaurs. 6,000 years. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of confusion. I think it's best if people started thinking, reading, and thinking and speaking. We've got way too much. We're making way too many conclusions about things we don't know anything about, and it's causing a lot of panic. And I think the first thing we got to do, every citizen has to do, is try to slow down on the panic. We really do need to slow down, or else the panic will will do us in, and what'll be left? Probably just a lot less people. And I don't think it's necessary. I think you can have 10 or 20 billion people on this planet, and as long as they're not insane, it will work fine. Alright? So let's not worry about the population explosion. Let's try to chill on it, try to slow down a bit, but let's just try to slow down in general. And I think it is our key to keeping my head on. See ya. This show has been brought to you by Virgin Mary Condoms. Use Virgin Mary Condoms for the devil in you. No, wait. No, use Virgin... Take two. This show has been brought to you by the Virgin Mary Condoms. Use Virgin Mary Condoms to help prevent... what was it? Artificial conception? No, immaculate conception. That's it. Use Virgin Mary condoms to prevent immaculate conceptions. Alright.